Hello everyone. Today we're looking at some key feature updates from our Illumin version 1 build 14 patches 7 and 8 updates. The features and fixes in these two releases continue to enhance the powerful request and query management capabilities in Illumin. Today, we're looking at updates to our request management, custom fields, and the user interface. We're also going to have a look at some additions to our analytics. If you'd like more detailed information about these releases, check out the support portal. You can find detailed information about Illumin here. Remember, you're also able to access the help guides in Illumin. You can search across title, summary, or content, like this. Let's now look at some of the latest features for Illumin. Today, I'll run through some of the key features from our version 1 build 14 patch 7 update. We've rolled out a new feature visible in your advanced searches. Any requests that are overdue or almost due will now have their required time column highlighted in the advanced search. The highlight colours and the time period in which a request is considered overdue or almost due can be configured under a new required time management section in administration. The required time management settings are here under Request Settings. You're able to nominate a warning period from the list. You're also able to choose a warning colour. This feature is visible in the advanced searches such as My Request, Team Requests, or New Requests. This update will help you keep an eye on what's coming up. It may also help with prioritising how requests are actioned. The other one I'd like to share with you today is a handy little update to our user interface. The Assigned To Request field now operates as a predictive text field rather than a drop-down list, making it easier to manage large lists. Let's have a look at one. I'm going to pick a request from one of my open requests. Here I am in my Assigned To field. This field now works as a suggestion input rather than a drop-down option. This will make it easier to locate researchers or research teams. It's possible to search for a suggestion using a first name or last name, a team or queue name. I've just searched for my own name and also the weekend team. This new setting has been added under Administration Request Settings. Let's see where that sits. Let's head over to Request Settings again, and now let's scroll down until we find the Sort To options by team. When checked, the request assigned to options will be sorted by team. Otherwise, options will be sorted by the research queue or researcher name. Research queues will continue to appear at the top of the list of options. Let's move on and have a look at some of the key features from our version 1 build 14 patch 8 update. Let's head over to Analytics in Illumin. We've now added some tags as an option for our research cubes. You can see that under the cube option, we've added tags. This cube provides statistics based on request tags. Let's head back to the dashboard and I'll show you how tags appear in our requests. I'm going to have a look at some of the requests of mine to see if I can share with you what tags look like. This request has some tags listed here. They include finance, contract law, law, money, and corporate law. But what is a tag? Tags provide details about an item and make it easy to locate related items that have the same tag. Let's head over to Analytics and run a simple report on our tags. From the cube, I'm going to choose our new request tags. I'm going to count by request and the tag name. Once I run this query, you can see here that I've got a count of the number of times each of my tags appears across the system. Now, I'll run a slightly more advanced report, including some more parameters. Let's have a look at how I can split my tags across departments. Again, I'll choose Request Tags. Down here, I'll measure by count. And I'd also like to sort by department. Then I'll choose the tag name. Now, let me run the query. Now remember, only requests with tags attached will be counted in a report like this. And now you can see that after I've run the query, all the tags I've allocated by department and by tag name. What a great feature enhancement. The next one I'd like to share with you sits within our custom forms and custom fields area. We've added a new date and time custom field. This will allow the selection of time in addition to the date. To enable this, first we need to add the field, and we can do this under the Administration Custom Fields option. We can choose to add a new custom field, and you can see that date and time is an option that's available to us. Let's create it. To create a new custom field, first I need to complete some details. I need to give the field a name. I also need to add some help text in for this field. I can also nominate whether this custom field is required. If required, the Add or Edit Form function can't be submitted until a value is supplied. I can also choose to display this data in Analytics and Reports, and I can make it searchable. Once I'm happy with the setup of this, then I can click Add. You now see that this new custom field has been added in here. I now need to add this field to one of my custom forms, and again I do that under Administration, but this time Custom Forms. Once I'm in this area, I can create a new custom form and add the field to it, or I can add it to an existing form. Let's edit this one. From this area, I'm able to choose the new date and time field from the layout, and then I can drag and drop it into the new form. Once I'm happy with the layout, I can click on Save. Let's go and have a look at how this form appears so you can see the new field in action. I'm going to choose New and Demonstration. This was the one I added the field to. You can see here is where I've added the new date and time field. The last feature update I'd like to share with you today sits within our request management area. It's now possible for requesters to leave feedback on requests. A feedback email can be sent to requesters through the Respond and Close function. Let's have a look at this on an open request. You can see on this request I've got the option to resolve it by clicking Respond and Close. The new feature I'd like to show you is this here, a checkbox that says Request Feedback. You've now got the option on whether to send an email to the requester asking for feedback. The feedback email is sent separately from the response, and it may be delayed by a few minutes. A longer delay can be configured via Administration Settings under Request Settings. Shall we go and see? Now, in this one, scroll down until we find Feedback Email Delay. So we're able to nominate the default as to whether we request feedback or not, and nominate a value for the delay in the feedback email. The feedback email our requesters will receive looks like this. You can click on the link for the relevant feedback rating you'd like to provide, and clicking on this link opens a feedback form in Illumin. The requester can then use this to provide the rating and add any comments. Then they can click on Submit. Once submitted, the feedback will be saved on the request. Let's have a look at how this would look. I've got a request here which has some feedback saved on it. Let's scroll down until we can see where the feedback has been received in the request. To keep an eye on your feedback as it arrives, you can add two new columns, feedback rating and feedback comments, to your advanced search. Let's go and pop them in. In this area, we're able to choose the columns we'd like to appear in our advanced search. Scroll down until you find feedback comment, move it across, and feedback rating. Now this will appear as one of my last columns, but I'm going to move it up to the top so I can see it closer to the left-hand side of my screen. Once I'm happy with how my columns will appear, I'll click on Update Columns. You'll now see that feedback rating and feedback columns appear in my advanced search. You're also able to configure the body and subject of the feedback email using settings. This can be found under Email Configuration, Feedback Request Templates. Let's head over and have a look. So we're looking for Email Configuration. Scroll down until we find the Feedback Request Template. Now in this area, you're also able to change the subject, title and email content as required. What a great feature to add to Illumin to collect, review and analyse feedback from your clients. Now a quick update before we wrap up. We've updated our text editors to all be rich text capable. Rich text is now the default for all fields, including template responses. I think that calls for a whole new look. Well, there you have it. There's plenty of updates, changes and enhancements in these releases. We're always looking for ways to improve Illumin. Today we've looked at updates to request management, custom fields, the user interface and analytics. As always, our support team is ready to help if you need it. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching our latest release video. I hope you find it useful.